In a small, secluded village nestled between dense forests and rolling hills, there stood an ancient mansion known as Blackwood Manor. The villagers spoke of it in hushed tones, for it was said to be cursed. No one dared to venture near, especially after sunset when the mansion's windows seemed to glow with an eerie light. One evening, a curious traveler named Thomas arrived in the village. Hearing tales of the haunted manor, he decided to investigate. The villagers warned him, but his skepticism led him to dismiss their fears as superstition. As night fell, Thomas approached Blackwood Manor. The iron gates creaked open, and he stepped onto the overgrown path leading to the front door. The mansion loomed before him, its silhouette casting long shadows under the moonlight. He hesitated but then pushed the door open, which groaned in protest. Inside, the air was thick with dust and the scent of decay lingered. Faded portraits lined the walls, their eyes seeming to follow his every move. He explored room after room, each more dilapidated than the last. In the grand hall, a grand chandelier hung precariously, its crystals tinkling softly as if moved by an unseen hand. Suddenly, a cold gust of wind slammed the door shut, plunging him into darkness. His heart raced as he fumbled for his flashlight. When the beam illuminated the room, he froze. At the far end stood a figure, a woman in a tattered white gown, her face obscured by long matted hair. "Thomas, who are you?" The woman raised her head slowly, revealing hollow eyes that seemed to pierce his soul. She whispered, "Ghostly woman, leave this place." Terrified, Thomas turned to flee, but the door wouldn't budge. Panicking, he tried the windows, but they were sealed shut. The mansion seemed to close in around him, the walls whispering his name. Hours passed, or perhaps it was days. Time lost all meaning. Exhausted and delirious, Thomas stumbled upon a hidden staircase leading to the basement. Desperate, he descended, hoping to find an escape. In the basement, he discovered a series of old journals. Flipping through them, he learned of the mansion's tragic history. The original owner, Lord Blackwood, had been a cruel man who practiced dark rituals. He had sacrificed his family to gain immortality, but was cursed to remain in the mansion forever. As Thomas read, he felt a presence behind him. Turning, he saw the woman again, now closer, her face twisted in a grotesque smile. "Ghostly woman, you should have listened." The last thing Thomas saw was her reaching out to him, and then everything went black. The next morning, the villagers found the mansion's door ajar. Inside, they discovered Thomas's belongings but no sign of him. They whispered among themselves, knowing that another soul had been claimed by the mansion's curse. From that day on, the villagers spoke of Thomas's fate as a cautionary tale. Blackwood Manor remained, its windows glowing faintly at night, a silent witness to the horrors within.